Okay, so we will start with the session now. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 60. My name is Siddhi Auti, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. On the behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholarist LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 9th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Sustainable Development. The ninth edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event is organized today in Goa, and the virtual event is being held through a Zoom meeting today and tomorrow. I hope you will all enjoy this interactive, knowledgeable session. And in this session, in total, we will be having 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given a time span of 8 minutes. I request all the presenters to please respect the time constraint and wrap up your presentation within 8 minutes. After your time is over, I will be giving a gentle reminder. And also, there is another request. All the participants, please stay connected till the closing remarks. And if you have any query or update, then you can write it to me in the chat box. And just before we start with the session, I would want to introduce you all to today's session chair, Dr. Yashwant Dongre. Dr. Yashwant Dongre is currently working as an assistant professor at Vishwakarma Institute of Information Technology, Pune, researcher in the field of service computing and AI, excellent in developing J2EE based applications capable handling databases and web servers, that is Apache, Tomcat, JBoss, good in Java, JSP, and EJB coding. I welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now we will proceed to our first presentation. So the very first presenter we have here today is Aishwarya V. Kadu ma'am. And the paper title she will be presenting is a comprehensive survey of machine learning applications in agricultural soil nutrient analysis, fertility prediction, and soil mapping in Wardha district, India. Aishwarya ma'am, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am. I am audible to you?
Yes, now. Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, okay.
Now you will be able to share your screen.
1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute. Okay. So, good afternoon, presenter here. I am Aishwarya Kadu. I am from Faculty of Engineering and Technology, which is belong in the Wardha district, Maharashtra. My paper title is a comprehensive survey of machine learning application in agriculture, soil nutrients analysis, fertility prediction, and soil mapping in Wardha district, India. So my paper ID is 651. These are my contents: abstract, introduction, literature review, proposed work, future scope, conclusion, and references. So as we know that in the agriculture field, there are so many works is going on in the agriculture. That's we already known that the drone and the so many examples are there. So these are the one comprehensive paper which is related to the crop prediction system, soil fertility, and some kind of the which are what the challenges are there, what are the limitations are there, and with the help of the machine learning application, how we can solve it. So okay, so it is that is the soil fertility and the increasing the demand of the agriculture tool impact the crop productivity. The paper objective is main that utilization the high throughput computational algorithm, particularly in the machine language, for the efficiency, soil examination, and the precision fertility prediction. And so many challenges are also there, because when we considering the soil which when we study on the soil, so there are so many complications are there, because in every area, every field, the soil values is not as much as accurate that we want. So that is the main challenges we are facing over here for the soil. And here the soil which is soil is also limited, that is NPK values, or copper, sulfur, magnesium. That in this paper I utilize that is the soil nutrients value, which is work on that. Okay. Then another one is the limitations and the subjective in the ML algorithm effectively model performance, especially in the lower fertility level. Also, the survey of the ML application in the soil nutrients analysis, fertility prediction, and the soil mapping in the Wardha district. So as I say that the soil nutrients values are used here, that is we called as the potassium, organic carbon, magnesium, phosphorus, copper, zinc, and the pH values. The and maximum time the values which are utilized in the particular soil nutrients, that is we basic values is we are using here, that is NPK values. That is main values are used here, the NPK values. And another some algorithms also use here. When I study on this, and there are so many algorithms are used in the ML also, but there is no other means combination is you what rarely paper is there, that is DL and ML algorithms are used in the particular agriculture field. So actually I am pursuing in the field of the computer science and engineering through the I am doing the PhD. So agriculture plus PhD, this is my main domain, which is I am going through that particular algorithms, DL and ML algorithm. I am using that, and also one page which are one page is I am creating with the help of that crop prediction system. So with the help of crop prediction system, we can recommend that particular crop to the farmer. So I tried for that. So this is my some one of the survey paper. Another one is the introduction, that is we called as the machine learning in agriculture. So in the introduction, as we know that in the smart agriculture system for the plant, there is so many requirements are there. So this is the one of the one demo, means a normal figure of that particular agriculture smart prediction system. So here we are predicting the soil fertility, some soil laboratory experiment data we are taken for that from that bureau. With the help of that, the analysis will be done. So importance of the soil fertility for the crop to growth and the productivity, equally importance as the crop diseases management, then irrigations and the weather regulations. Also provide the essential nutrients and the attributes, the variant for the plant growth, then boosting the crop. Then these are the some basic importance of that soil. Then another one is the resolutions of that particular agriculture fields, crop performance, weather patterns, and the soil characteristics. ML algorithms also utilize over here. Focus of the study is that is exploring the ML algorithms in the soil analysis and support the farmer and the stakeholder in making the data-driven decision to enhance the crop yield and ensure the food security. Literature review, as I study in that particular paper, so many soil fertility indices is also there. So many soil fertility levels also there. The crop level, crop yield, and the trade to the food securities, which is working on that for the yield prediction. Then machine learning algorithms, soil fertilities management with the help of that that we called as the infertility is there or not, or which are the low level, which are the high level. This kind of the mapping is also done. Then machine learning based algorithms we are using here. Challenges in the ML implementation. So there are the so many challenges that particular in the soil fertility indices, because the values of the soil fertility indices is randomly changing according to the situation of that particular soil. Whatever the if we are using the any kind of the devices also, so at that time the devices also very randomly change the value according to the moisture, according to that particular nutrients. So so here are some kind of the challenges also there. So research of ML, that is implementations of the essential soil nutrients and the property performance of the soil fertility prediction models is also we can use, and providing valuable data for farmer and stakeholders. So some proposed work here I am showing some one map, that is a location of map of the Varda district. This is the cropped agriculture. This is Varda district. One map is there that is belonging in the Maharashtra. So as you see that the figure shows the geographical overview of that particular. So here some Vardha river is also there that occupies some. This is the general introduction related to that particular map, which is separated in the form of the Amravati and Vardha. And some kind also there are the various farm is also there in Yavatmal, Chandrapur, Vardha district, Maharashtra. So climate is also in Maharashtra level. The climate is most of the time the climate of this area is highly temperature level is high compared to the other areas and all these things. So according to the temperature and the humidity and the climate change, so the productivity and the which crop is good for that particular farm, that will be depend on that particular temperature weather prediction also, and be called as the soil parameter also. So this is the one of the information which is related to the climate of the climate is basically belongs in the Varda district, Maharashtra. So data source which is taken, I am taking from the particular soil bureau that is belonging in the Nagpur, that which is comes under the National Bureau of the Soil Survey and the
Ma'am,
land use. Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, sorry for the interruption. Actually, we're already past the 8-minute time span. Can you please hurry
Okay.
up a
Okay.
bit
Okay.
and conclude? Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So applications of this particular industry, future scope is, so we can use the soil nutrients value for the enhancing the crop productivity, and also we can use the algorithms, that is DL and ML algorithms. So this is the real-time application, which is mobile application, which is I am working on that crop recommendation for the farmer for improving the agriculture productivity. So this is the conclusion. I conclude my paper here with the help of the soil fertility indices and the soil nutrients and the various weather parameters. We can use the with the help of the ML algorithms. We can view the more productivity recommendation. These are the references. Thank you. Any question?
Hello, Aishwarya madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, you are addressing good problem, agriculture plus machine learning. Whereas your detailed algorithm results and
Huh.
state of art, where you will compare your existing, your proposed system is lagging. You need to work on
Yes, yes.
the components.
Yes, yes. Actually, sir, okay, sir. I will be. I understand.
Okay, thank you. That's it from my side.
Okay, sir.
So the next presenter we have here with us is Yash Prajapati. And he will be presenting on the paper title A Review on WSN Challenges Focus on Quality of Service, Energy Efficiency, and Security Issues. Sir, I request you to start with your presentation
Okay, then.
and just consider the time constraint of 8 minutes.
Okay, sure. So, a very good afternoon to all present. Myself, Yash Prajapati, excited to be here at ICT4SD 2024 conference to share our research, our thought on wireless sensor network challenges, focus on quality of service, energy efficiency, and security issues. I did like to take a moment to introduce my talented team members who are here with me today. Here we have Miralba Solanki and Nidhi Acharya, who bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise into this review paper. Now let's begin with the abstract. Wireless sensor networks are revolutionizing fields like environmental monitoring, healthcare, and smart cities. For wireless sensor networks to work well, our focus is on three critical areas: quality of service, energy efficiency, and security issues. Quality of service, energy efficiency, and security issues are essential for efficient data transfer, low latency, high throughput, and efficient decision making. Now let us expand this topic with an introduction. Wireless sensor networks are critical for smart systems but face significant challenges in quality of service, energy efficiency, and security. We need new techniques like machine learning and software-defined networking, known as SDN, to address these issues. Ensuring low delay, reliable data transfer, and strong security is vital for the efficient deployment and operation of wireless sensor network in various fields, from environmental monitoring to healthcare. Therefore, focusing on quality of service, energy efficiency, and security is essential to maintain the reliability and performance of wireless sensor network in real-world application. Wireless sensor network faces diverse area of challenges like quality of service, security issues, energy efficiency, network throughput, etc. Now, let us explore the key challenges we have identified in our paper. There are quality of service, energy efficiency, and security issues which we have identified. We choose to focus on quality of service, energy efficiency, and security issues because these factors are critical for ensuring reliable performance, extended network lifespan, and protection against vulnerabilities in diverse applications. Now let's start with the quality of service. The quality of service required for traditional data network focus on end-to-end service. The quality of service requirement for traditional data network focus on end-to-end service managing. Networks focus on end-to-end service managing parameters like delay, bandwidth, jitter, loss of insurance, good services. However, wireless sensor networks use a non-end-to-end communication model and broadcast communication, and the unique nature of the carried data make traditional QoS parameters less applicable. Now, moving forward, we will examine our next challenge, energy efficiency. Energy efficiency is the lifeline of a wireless sensor networks, depends on its own finite battery capacity for data processing, communication, and acquisition. To tackle energy efficiency challenges, researchers are working on using low power component, creating energy efficient protocol, and exploring energy saving methods to maximize power efficiency and extend the operational life of sensor nodes. Finally, let's address the last challenge. Wireless sensor networks at risk of security threat, including jamming, AWS dropping, message injection, and privacy breaches due to the wireless medium and limitations in commuter power of battery of sensor nodes. Addressing security issues is essential for ensuring quality of service and energy efficiency in wireless sensor networks, but it's require balancing security measures with energy consumption, and implementing security protocol can increase the energy consumptions. After all, as we discuss on the key challenges, let's look at their benefits. Advantages of quality of service. The advantages of implementing quality of service in wireless sensor networks are multifaceted. It prioritizes critical data and maintain overall network efficiency, especially in a resource-constrained environment. Advantages of energy efficiency. Energy efficiency in wireless sensor networks offers us several advantages. It extends network lifespan, enable long-term operation without frequent battery replacement, and allow for the implementation of energy-saving methods like hierarchical clustering. Now, last, advantages of security issues. Implementing robust security measures enhance overall network reliability and protection against sensitive data. And let's discuss the downside of here. Disadvantages of quality of service. However, quality of service isn't about in wireless sensor networks isn't about without challenges. Quality of service often consumes the significant energy and critical concern given the energy constraint of sensor nodes. Now, disadvantages of energy efficiency. The main challenge in energy efficiency are limited power source available to sensor nodes. Reliance on battery or energy harvesting techniques can restrict operational lifespan. Now, last, disadvantages of security issues. The main drawback of implementing security measures in wireless sensor networks include increased energy consumption and complexity, especially in large scale of networks. Now here, it is detailed information about literature review. To begin with, I would like to outline the key findings of first literature review paper, that is maximizing energy efficiency in wireless sensor network for data transmission, a deep learning based grouping model approach created by KP Srinder and their team, which they published on 2023. The description is employs a deep learning based grouping model approaches DLGMA to optimize energy consumption in wireless sensor networks. The study concludes that this approach significantly enhances the energy efficiency, allowing sensor nodes to operate longer without frequently battery replacement, making it vital reference for the addressing energy efficiency in wireless sensor networks. Now, expanding on the next topic, the security-based optimization algorithm for enhancing the energy efficiency of wireless sensor networks, created by M. Balu Subramani and her team, which they published on 2023. The paper used identity-based algorithms, signatures, and optimized algorithm like fuzzy logic system and well optimization algorithm to enhance both security and energy efficiency in wireless sensor networks. The study found that improved the security algorithm to balance power and access in wireless sensor networks where condition needs to be further optimized for an energy security network. And so on. We have more more literature review papers we have found. Here it is. Here they are. And last to go to the conclusion. In conclusion and future enhancement, to develop wireless sensor networks, it is important to solve quality of service, energy efficiency, and security issues through a integration of technical process, utility information, and weak security measures. Looking ahead, we see promising avenues of advancement, including process optimization, AI integration, and the adoption of technologies like software-defined networking known as SDN and network function virtualization known as NFV. By focusing on these areas, we can ensure that wireless sensor networks evolve to meet future challenges while maintaining energy efficiency and robust security. So thank you everyone to give your attention and time today. We sincerely appreciate the opportunity to share our insights and find with you today. Feel free to contact us, and if you have any questions regarding this, once again, thank you.
Okay, Yash.
Yes, sir.
Your topic is good and trending. WS and IoTs and such topics are trending.
Yes.
But I would like to know from you. You have surveyed the so many papers, and I am keen interested in actual key gaps you found and their analysis. Also, next link question is: what is difference in your safety, security, and privacy parameter with your system? First question is: I am interested in your gap findings and their analysis. And another question, second question is your privacy related parameters in your system.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Hello, I'm
Hello,
Nidhi
Nidhi
Acharya.
Acharya.
Can I
Can I
give you
give
the
you the
answer
answer
if you
if you
don't mind?
don't mind?
Because
Because
I'm
I am
also the
also the
co-author
co-author
of this
of this
paper.
paper. Ma'am, actually, you are not audible. If you have any issues, just write it to me in the chat box.
Now am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. I'm Nidhi Acharya, to co-author of this paper. Can I give you this answer of this question?
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, the first question to chart and all over things to grow throughout of the literature review, so many papers we refer. Okay, but this is the first presentation of us and first time we present as a paper into the publication house, so that's why we prefer only for the reviews. So the most important that three types of the issues we follow on the quality service and energy efficiency and security issue, that's why we select only the three. Now we learn about the algorithms and we apply on that, and then after we prepare for the some research paper about this. And the second question to sir ask that one security issues and parameters. So right now we not yet decided because we learn the algorithms and then after we decide of how many parameters we facing, how many attacks we facing. If suppose we take the data from the routers or not and attack finder, and then after we apply the throughout the multidisciplinary using the ML, or just we go through of the security issues and the different types of the algorithms for the security learning. So that's from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. If there aren't any questions, can we proceed to the next presentation?
Yes.
So the next presenter we have here is Hemal Patel, ma'am. And the paper title they're presenting is an innovative approach for early dermatological diagnosis skin cancer detection using advanced deep learning techniques. Hemal ma'am, I request you to start with your presentation.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon all. Myself Hemal Patel, and I want to introduce my topic. That basically my topic is an innovative approach for early dermatological diagnostics of skin cancer detection using deep learning technique. This presentation follows abstract of my research, introduction, literature review, proposed methodology, result, and comparative analysis and conclusion with references. So as my abstract shows, basically I am working on the data set of 1800 benign and 1497 malignant mole photos. Basically my work is on image processing, so that skin cancer images which I have which I have found that there are two categories of image, that is benign and malignant. So cancerous and non-cancerous, both the images I first take, and through convolutional neural network, through CNN model, early cancer detection process I want to do. So basically in my process I have followed that 14 different process on that images, and after that that we will receive that current accuracy level that was, as per my previous work, that was till 95%, but I can improve it by 97% accuracy, that I'll show you in next slide. So basically in this study, as I have already mentioned, that two categories of images which I have taken, and on that images, before going further, sorry, I'll show you the literature review which I have already taken. So in that there are various different algorithms of CNN. So among with all these different type of algorithms, as per literature review, the accuracy level which that current algorithm achieves, that is comparatively less, and it is also a not accurate comparatively other work. So in this my proposed methodology, I have done that, have 1000 data set I have taken, and basically what steps which I have followed, that I have shown here. That initially on that existing data set where the data set contain both the images where malignant and benign. So step one is remove noise and artifacts to get more clear images. Then data reduction, after that data normalization and feature extraction. After that I have applied, and on that converting all that data into the numerical data, and after that data splitting, augmented, and I have prepared one ensemble model. Basically this ensemble model is a new model which is a which contains the features of current existing this mentioned three models, that is inception ResNet, inception V3, and efficient net V0. So I have prepared one new ensemble model which has the best features which is available from the existing three models. So when I have prepared, so I have loaded one new model where I have applied all these models features. So after that, when I have applied, so I receive that this level of training and validation loss analysis which I have mentioned. So that training and validation loss over time, it shows in this figure that basically blue line represent the training loss, while the orange line represent the validation loss. So training and validation loss analysis shows that while the training loss decreases rapidly, and then validation loss plateaus the increase of around epoch of 10, and indicating the overfitting. Basically overfitting that we are reducing is, so this suggests the model memorize the training data but struggles to generate the new data, highlighting the common issue in the machine learning. So after applying this, so these are my results which I have achieved. So basically that two categories of image which I have, where we have these four different categories. So I can reach to the maximum 97%, that is called F1 score, that I can achieve. So if I go in detail, that malignant, that is the image which actually that model need to predict, that is so almost 590 images in this model that predicts correctly, and 31 which predicts that is wrong. So the and same way in benign category of images where it predicts 8, which is a malignant, that actually the image was benign but it predict malignant, and benign image and they predict 599 images that is benign only, so that is also a comparatively good number. So how I will get that 97% of accuracy? Then precision and recall graph is also mentioned here. So training and validation accuracy of CNN on the Cipher 10 dataset that shows in this figure that I have already added. So comparative analysis, that algorithm, that Inception V3, Inception ResNet V2 that create 95.71%, Inception V3 that have that 96%, and efficient net that shows 97. So overall ensemble model which I have created that shows 90 nearby 97.83% of accuracy, which is comparatively more than existing model. So the conclusion of this overall work of mine that shows that current existing models which have that less accuracy, and I can improve more accuracy and will give more accurate result for this cancerous images. So, and I have added the references also. So this is the work which I want to show here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Are there any questions?
Hello, Hema madam. Sorry.
Yes.
Madam.
Yes.
Actually, I really appreciate your work because you reached to result, and even results are also good because you are getting good accuracy as compared to other existing systems. Related one question I have.
Yes.
You have mentioned training loss and validation loss.
Yes.
You have compared on diagram with the help of graph. But
Yes.
I would like to know, I am a little bit interested in correlation between the trailing loss and validation loss. Is there any relation between that training loss and validation loss?
Yes, sir. Actually, when we initially create any of the model, that existing algorithm, or we are modifying the algorithm, so initially we want to train, we have to train that model when we are giving multiple inputs on that model. So the loss which we receive, that if initially that loss is more, but after then when we train that model, so that might be there that at the validation loss that is reduced compared to that training loss. So that's how we can compare it.
Okay, good. That's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Now we'll proceed with the next presenter. So the next presenter we have here today is Pranali Dandekar, ma'am. And the paper title she will be presenting on is a deep convolutional neural network with bicubic interpolation for super resolution and low resolution images. Pranali, ma'am, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Just I have shared slides.
Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen then. Ma'am, you can start with your presentation now.
I am Pranali Dandekar presenting my paper that is Deep Convolutional Neural Networks with Bicubic Interpolation for Super Resolution in Low Resolution Images. These are the contents of my presentation: abstract, problem definition, research gap, introduction of super resolution, methods of super resolution, how the super resolution is better than other methods, use of image super resolution, proposed method, result, conclusion, and future scope. This is the abstract of my paper here. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, yes. Okay, so this is the problem definition of my presentations. Here, a recently deep neural network model have demonstrated the outstanding face recognition performance on various faces data sets with lots of challenges like variations in pose, illuminations, occlusions, and we have surpassed the performance of this task. So their performance on some real world application where the faces are at very low resolutions like surveillance cameras is also decline all these phases. Okay, so the difference of the significance with uh, we have to match with high resolution phases with low resolution phases, very challenging task. So the aim of our proposed work is to design a model for improving the performance of low resolution phase detection, low resolution for phase detections and recognition. Now, I have found some research gap during my literature survey. So first one is what ki a result of face recognitions varies according to their different illumination conditions. Very blurred images are there, and the poses are not properly, like frontal poses there or the side poses there. So it is very difficult to detect the face. So efforts were done towards improving the challenges such as blurring, underexposed and heavily occluded faces, and the performance was achieved up to 80 to 85% only. So the data sets and one more research gap is what key data sets consist of high resolution images only. There are very low data sets are available for low resolution images. So their performance is decreased when we have to match high resolution images with low resolution data sets. So these are the research gap. Now, need for super resolution in applications in day-to-day life, like campaigning, security surveillance is very important. The quality of surveillance footage is enhance the security. Medical diagnosis enhance the details of medical images to facilitate the accurate diagnosis, and the environmental modeling or attending or biometric purpose, security purpose. So these are the various applications related to image super resolution. Now, what do you mean by super resolution? Basically, super resolution is to reconstruct the image, to reconstruct the high resolution image from low resolution images. Basically, there are two methods. One is single image super resolution and second one is multi image super resolution. In single image super resolutions only we can create the high resolution images from only one low resolution images. So the ratio is what? 1 to 1 only. So source to output ratio, and it is more frequently used for image processing application. And second one is what? MISR, that is multiple image super resolution. Means here again we have to reconstruct the high resolution images, but more than low resolution images of same object. So for that purpose, we have to use the concept of interpolation. Interpolation is a direct way to increase the image dimension by simply just adding the number of pixels or data points in low resolution images. So this is the diagram. 2 by 2, and here we will convert it into 4 by 4 by using interpolation method. Basically, three types of interpolation methods are there. One is classical interpolation, second one is bilinear interpolation, and third one is bicubic interpolation. And in bicubic interpolations, what we have to do, we have to consider the 16 neighboring pixel values for generating these high resolution images. So bicubic interpolation is used as a weighted average of its neighbor to obtain the output like bilinear. And here we have to use what? The 16 neighbors, and has a different weight distribute calculation. So this is our input image, that is 2 by 2 image, and this is our output image, that is 4 by 4 image. And when uh, we have to calculate the high resolution value by using 16 neighboring nearest value. This is our proposed method. Here our low resolution image is input image. Then here we have to apply the CNN layers, and after that we will get the upscaled image, and we have concatenate this upscaled image with direct input of bicubic interpolation, and finally we will get the output image as a high resolution image. Now, this is the detailed architecture of deep convolutional neural network with bicubic interpolation. So here
input image as a low resolution image. Then here I have applied a CNN, that is 3x3 filter, by using 2D convolutional, max pooling and dropout. Then we will get the upscaled image. Then here, basically it is divided into two parts. By using this CNN, here we extract the features from input image, then apply again a CNN, that is 2D convolutional neural network, and this output of this is combined with the input. One input is again transferred to bicubic interpolations, where it converts the low resolution image into high resolution image, and this image is again concatenated with this output, and finally we will get the output as an high resolution image. Though this part, that is concatenation of CNN with bicubic and construct the high resolution image, is a reconstruction network, and feature extraction is what here I have used the CNN network. Results, okay, so these are the transitions, that is 2x, 4x and 8x. Okay, so this is 32 into 32 image, 6 to 64 into 6 to 4, and 128 into 128 to 256 into 256. Basically here I have used Cassia web-based datasets having 291915 images and 10064 identities, and our our experiment is based on Celeb, Helen and BCD datasets using 25 iterations on each experiment. So result evaluation parameters are PSNR and SSIM. So PSNR is a ratio between maximum possible power of signal and the power of corrupting noise that affects the fidelity of its representation. So this is the formula to calculate the PSNR value. And this is SSIM. It measures that tries to replicate the way human visual systems. So this is the formula for calculating the SSIM value, and based on this parameter, I have shown my result. So these are the results. Okay. So I have compared my proposed method with all these algorithms for 2x, 4x and 8x. And here we will see that our proposed method is better as compared to these algorithms, like only the bicubic, DIC and SSIM with evaluation parameter PSNR. Also with SSIM is also our algorithm do better for 2x, 4x and 8x both also. So here proposed method having the value 33.85, here 33.67, 33.9 as compared to other algorithms. Similarly with SSIM parameter, for 8x only, it is 30.48, 30.72 or 30.16. And this is the accuracy 85, 84 and 82 for SSIM. Conclusion. We have presented the novel approach for enhancing the low resolution images through a fusion of DCNN, that is deep convolutional neural network, with bicubic interpolations, and our proposed method capitalize on the strength of both techniques to achieve a superior super resolution performance on the basis of these both parameter, that is PSNR and SSIM. And future scope, while our proposed methods represent a significant advancement in super resolution for low resolution images, several and future. Here I have implemented the generative adversarial network to explore these things. So that includes the investigations and the integrations of attention mechanism with CNN architectures to dynamically focus on the informative regions of the image, thereby enhancing the reconstructions of fine details and texture. To explore the use of GAN for adversarial training, future refined super resolve image and improve the perceptual quality. So investigate technique for multi-scale fusion of informations for both low resolution and high resolution domain is better preserve global structures while enhancing the local details. These are
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the presentation. Now, if there are any questions, or shall we proceed to the next one?
Yeah, actually, all sections are explained in detail. No question from my side.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll move on to the next presenter.
Thank you, sir.
So the next presenter we have here today is Aditya Gujarati, sir. Sir, and the paper title he's presenting is Fast Face Recognition, same as Neural Network. Sir, are you
Hello,
with
ma'am.
us?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah.
You
I'm
may
Aditya.
start.
Okay.
You may start with your presentation now, and just keep in mind the consider the time constraint of
Is my
8
screen
minutes. I
visible?
will no, I'll stop sharing my screen, then we will be able to see your screen. Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
Myself, Aditya Gujarati. I'm from JSP Shahu College of Engineering. And me and my team members studied about fast face recognition system in Siamese neural network. My team consists of Sarvesh, me, Ganesh, Tushar, and our mentor, Dhanraj sir. Coming to the motivation and abstract, the research explored the latest developments in deep learning architectures to achieve higher accuracy in face recognition. We examined the efficacy of well-known models such as VGG Face and FaceNet, investigating their capacity to extract unique facial traits that distinguish people under difficult situations. In order to enhance model generalization, the study explored the effects of data augmentation approaches which create a variation of pre-existing images in order to artificially extend training dataset. Coming to the literature review, we studied some nearly different models where uh, the models were created in order to give face recognition a more accurate accuraciness. There were Ghost Face Net, Edge Face, or Edge Face SX. In different years, these models were launched so that the face recognition can be handled easily. The accuracy of these recognitions were more like 0.99, as we can see in the table. But we focus our study to the Siamese neural network, where we need to enhance the accuracy of the Siamese neural network, which gives us to something 75%. Now we observe that while we are implemented, the accuracy was 80%. We included the contrast to loss functions, like wherein the Siamese neural network traditionally classifies loss functions like cross entropy loss are not the best options. Uh, we have designed our SSN architecture to take advantage of a contrast to loss function. So basically, contrast to loss function is something like where image distance is calculated and the loss is the between the images. The distance is need to be reduced. The results, testing results, this is the data set, and when we trained the model, uh, the model was trained for my image. So my image is, so the name is showing Aditya, while my friend Sakshi, the data set was not prepared, so the system gives us unknown. Coming to the hardware and software, in hardware we need a mobile phone, while in software we use different types of VS Code machines to de- run data. Uh, while a Siamese neural network, explaining about it, the convolutional layer of Siamese neural bias retrieve biased features from spike trains, while neurons analyze spikes in their receptive regions to generate output spikes. This allows SNNs to successfully capture periodic and spatial patterns, which aids in feature anchoring and similarity evaluation. Max pooling layer. Max pooling layer is a Siamese neural network downsample feature maps by maintaining the maximum results from non-overlapping portions, which preserves critical characteristics while lowering spatial dimensions. This method, when applied to spike trains to preserve temporal information, allows SNNs to focus on relevant features. Trains to preserve temporal information, lowering computational complexity while improving representation of features and similarity learning. Basically, similarity learning is something like well, I will explain it here. In design diagram, we take positive images, we take negative images, and we take anchor images. In loss functions, what we do is we do image processing, and we using the loss functions, we reduce the distance between the gaps between the images that are positive and anchor, while making the distance more even positive and negative images. Finding this, we can distinguish between which images are the image of a person or what we are detecting or we are recognizing. We can do it simply. Next, this was our project plan, generating basic models, then creating database. So we have implemented a simple plan. In conclusion, we would like to say that if summarized, the use of SIAMese network in authentication systems constitutes a significant development in biometric technologies. SSNs use deep learning to give a powerful and adaptive form of identity verification. SNNs can successfully authenticate individuals utilizing contrastive learning methodologies and similarity assessment, even in situations with little data or changing environment factors. Furthermore, the usage of rapid neural networks improves the efficiency and real-time info performance of authentication procedures. Thank you. Here are some references for our paper that we have used.
Okay, Aditya, good
Yeah.
idea. And in next step, you may proceed to develop algorithms and get good results.
Yeah.
Other than this, no question. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll proceed to the next presenter. So up next, we have here Atharva Mohite, sir. And the paper title he will be presenting is on multi-mess management using tokens and blockchain encryption technology.
Okay, so good afternoon. I'm Athurva Mohite. I'm a BTech student at VIT Pune, specializing in AI and DS. My paper ID is 527. This presentation outlines our research on a secure, efficient multi-mess management system. So our team, including Sunil Sangve, Kaustubh Soman, Saurav Deshmukh, and Neha Bhavar, we developed this system utilizing password hashing, JWT token, AES encryption, and QR code technology. This is our overview, introduction, objective, challenges, feasibility study, and so on. So introduction. So traditional mess management system face challenges like payment inefficiencies, security vulnerabilities, and lack of transparencies. Our research aimed to overcome these issues by developing a user-friendly and secure multi-mess management systems. While not directly integrating blockchain technology, the system provides a practical and secure solution for institution with multiple dining facilities. So our primary objectives were to enhance operational efficiency through automation and streamlined processes. Then next is improve user experience by providing easy access to meal plans and attendance tracking. Increase security with using AES encryption, password hashing, JWT tokens, and secure data data storage. Then the next is optimize the resource allocation through real-time data analytics. And ensure transparency and accountability through easy monitoring of transactions and attendance records. Next is the challenges. We aim to address key challenges like payment inefficiencies. Cash-based systems are prone to errors, theft, and long reconciliation processes. Security vulnerabilities. Meal cards are susceptible to loss, theft, and unauthorized use, putting sensitive data at risk. Lack of transparency, manual record keeping leads to error and difficulty assessing historical data for analysis. Next is the feasibility study. So our feasibility study assess the technical, economical, and operational aspects. So technical feasibility, QR code, AES encryption, password hashing, JWT tokens, and the MERN stack, that is a MongoDB database, Express.js as a web application framework, React.js as frontend, and Node.js as backend were chosen for the availability, documentation, and wide use. Economic feasibility, potential cost saving from reduce manual process and optimize resource allocation make the system economically viable. So only server, web hosting, and if any subscription plans are added that are required. So next is operational feasibility, ease of use and benefits for both users and administrators indicate high potential for user adaptation and seamless integration. Next is the methodology. So our methodology involved QR code generation and management. So unique QR codes linked to encrypted user profiles are generated and managed through a secure centralized system. So AES encryption is used for that. So each QR code is not directly stored, but rather a unique identifier is associated with the user profile. This identifier is then encrypted using AES with a strong and randomly generated key, which is 256 bit. The encrypted identifier is then embedded within the QR code. So we have used crypto.js library for AES encryption. A secure centralized system manages QR code generation, storage, and access. Key management, the AES key is stored securely in a separate protected system. We have used KMS, a dedicated service for key management with advanced security features. So password hashing, user passwords are stored securely using one-way password hashing algorithm. We have used bcrypt library. Password hashing is a way to protect password from breaches by turning them into ciphertext or a irreversible version of themselves using an algorithm. Next is JWT token, that is JSON Web Token. Secure JWTs are used for user authentication and authorization. We have used access tokens and refresh tokens. Next is attendance management system, a web-based interface for scanning QR codes, automates attendance recording, and provides real-time data. So integration with the mess management system. So we designed the system to be easily integrated with existing mess management system, including meal planning, inventory management, and financial accounting models. This allows for data sharing and seamless user experience. Next is role-based access control, RBAC. So robust role-based access control ensures secure access to data and functionality based on user role and permissions. So next is the implemented prototype. So our prototype showcase the user-friendly interface and key features. So this is the landing page, simple and clear navigation with option accessing information, contacting support, and requesting access for multi-mesh services. Next is a super admin dashboard. So this provides a comprehensive overview of multi-mesh management system, including mesh details, user distribution, and reports. Next is a Miss Admin dashboard. So offer reports on daily attendance, expenditure categorized by inventory types and other vital data points for decision making. So there is one more role, that is employee. So only QR code scanner and menu management is given to the employee. So next is the user interface. User can easily access meal plans, view their QR codes for uh, attendance tracking, and check their attendance records. So this is the mini state or process diagram. So you can see the login. We check it. If it is successful. It is divided through the roles. So admin has QR attendance, add user management, menu management, inventory management, daily attendance, and dashboard. User has QR code, dashboard. User can select plan, and he or she can also check the attendance calendar. So super admin, he can add mess, delete mess, all the other features too, which has okay. So result and future scope. So our research has yielded a secure and efficient multi-mess management system with benefits for both users and institution. So benefits for user: enhanced privacy and security, convenience and flexibility, transparency and control, and improved dining experiences. And benefits for institutions: streamlined operations, improved financial management, enhanced accountability, increased data security and compliance with data privacy regulations. Limitations: while our system offers significant advantages, limitations exist. So security concerns: while encryption and JWTs protect data during transmission, QR code themselves are vulnerable to tampering. Next is a code-based permission adjustment. Further development is needed for fine-tuning role-based permissions. So if we have to add more different roles, we don't have a permission panel for these roles. And conclusion. So our research highlights the feasibility and effectiveness of a secure multi-mesh management system using AES encryption, password hashing, JWT tokens, and QR codes. The system offers a comprehensive solution for institutions seeking to optimize their dining experiences. While further development is needed, the system holds significant potential for future expansion and integration with other campus services. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, Atharva. Are you going to take care of optimization of resource allocation in your application development?
Means in the backend or in form of
One
service.
point you mentioned in content, that is optimization of resource allocation. So that are you going to consider take care of it?
Actually, means that is the like we are giving the analysis of the attendance and all the expenditures. So they will have to the admin will have to means optimize that like that.
Okay, okay, good. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now we'll proceed to the next one. So the next presenter we have here is Kalpita S. Nayak. Kalpita, ma'am, are you there?
Yes. Okay. So a very good evening to all present. My name is Kalpita Snack, and I'm a second year undergraduate student, undergraduate artificial intelligence and machine learning student at Rama Institute of Technology. Today, I'm here to discuss the topic of statistical analysis on the impact of fake news in social media. So before we begin, I would like to make it clear that this is a survey paper which involves information from various sources with the similar topics. So I'm going to begin by giving an abstract of this paper and introducing to you what fake news is, followed by its impact, categories, and the case studies relevant to this topic. So so coming to the abstract part, this study explores misinformation. Misinformation affects societal views and behaviors that and examines the legal implications involved. As we know, social media is an important field of social media is an important field of science since it accelerates the spreading of false information. This study also aims to provide researchers with an statistical study of how and what kind of impacts are caused by such fake news and the consequences and the loss that one has to face in case of occurrence of such events. Misinformation or fake news has a big influence on people's opinion, beliefs, and real life events. People are now more reliant on internet than ever before. Fake news can have both beneficial as well as negative effects, although its main goal is usually manipulation. This study focuses on the results and the consequences of spreading of fake news. So if you see this diagram here, it shows the correlation between fake news, social media platforms, and users. Coming to social media platforms and fake news, on social media platforms, fake news becomes more popular and visible. Coming to fake news and users, people come across and frequently spread false information, whether on purpose or accidentally. And at last, we talk about the users and the social media platforms. Social media platforms are used by users who interact with them to create an environment. Here, information is shared as well as the false information. So coming to impact of fake news, I would like to quote Marcia McNutt here, who is the president of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States. Misinformation is worse than an epidemic. It spreads at the speed of light throughout the globe and has proven deadly when it reinforces misplaced personal bias against all trustworthy evidence. For instance, misinformation posing as cures amid the pandemic spread rapidly on social media, some of which claimed that the use of masks had no effect against COVID-19, which were further scientifically proven to be wrong. Fake news can shape public opinion based on false narratives, contributing to the spread of fear, panic, and influencing political outcomes. Falsehood spreads significantly farther, faster, deeper, and more broadly than the truth in all categories of information. Coming to categories of fake news, here I talked about 6 main categories of fake news. The first one is satire or parody, which involves fabricated stories with no malicious intent but can still trick people. Second one is the misleading connection, which contains a bit of true information twisted in a new way. Third one is the misleading content, which includes some real information presented inaccurately. Then the fourth one is the false content, which intentionally falsified to mislead for clicks. And then we talk about imposter content, which mimics reputable news organization or people in order to see public. And then and at last we talk about fabricated content, which is completely made of information or Photoshop images meant to trick. So here we have a few case studies to discuss, one of which is a study by Oberity Destiny Abhyuk and his team. They analyzed COVID-19 disinformation in Nigeria and discovered that socialization and socialization were important drivers of the transmission of false information, and they advise us to confirm sources before disseminating information. So the next study is a study by Esma Aymer and her team. In this study, they reviewed challenges in detecting fake news on social networks, noting that AI alone struggles to distinguish it from the truth. And they further recommend improving AI methods and incorporating third-party information. And the last case study I would like to talk about today is a study by Gordon Pennycook and his team, and it shows the inattention not is the main cause of spread of fake news. They also propose that the use of gathered authenticity evaluations along with lab and field research can improve our understanding of misinformation algorithms and create a new interdisciplinary subfield in psychology and related fields. So coming to the conclusion, social media fake news is a complicated problem that affects people's business, society, and as a whole. It spreads swiftly and plays on people's emotions and sometimes even twists the facts. It's critical to uphold democratic integrity while maintaining a balance with freedom of speech and expression. Social media platforms must support fact checking and strengthen content moderation and invest in detection technologies to combat fake news effectively. Initiatives for media literacy, fact checking programs responsible for governance, and the cooperation between scholars, the decision makers, and general public are all necessary for effective solutions. With that, I would like to thank you all for your time and attention.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation. So the next presenter we have here today is Reena, ma'am. Reena, ma'am, are you with us
Yes,
right
ma'am,
now?
I'm there. I hope I'm
Okay.
audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. You can
Yes.
start with your presentation. I'll
Okay,
stop
ma'am.
sharing my screen.
So, good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Reena Lenka, and I'm representing Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies, Pune. So, the topic for today is transforming HR through technology in global startups. So, starting with the introduction, the most fundamental procedure in the HR sector have changed due to HR technology. Artificial intelligence, robotic process automation, and machine learning are just a few examples of the cutting edge technologies used in HR. Automation of routine procedures like payroll and onboarding is now possible thanks to human resource technology. And then HR technology also boosts employee engagement by enhancing understanding of employee satisfaction and promoting staff growth and retention. HR technology has several advantages in various HR related sectors, from making employee scheduling easier to automating tedious processes, cutting expenses, and giving timely information. Companies that successfully integrate HR technology have a much higher chance of retaining personnel and succeeding in an increasingly unpredictable work environment. Best practices of human resource technology is strategic hiring, where HR teams are finding and hiring top talent using technologies like AI. AI helps a lot in hiring process. Automatic routing activities, HR teams may concentrate on more strategic duties by using technologies like ML and AI to automate repetitive course, the pursuit of data skills and the participation. The third is employee participation. Analytics from the voice of the employee is a tool that HR teams increasingly use to track employee engagement. Worker development, despite being a more recent component of HR, the learning and development sector now has global market value of over $200 billion. The next one is electronic HR assistant. Chatbot is really helping in improving the practices of human resource technology. Advantage is it is more effective employee scheduling and monitoring. Conflicting leave requests, for example, might give a business a significant productivity increase. The correct HR software platform allows HR staff to check employees' availability so that people don't again and again go for any kind of leave or any kind of request like this, so that we can keep a track of that. Now, simpler access to important data through HR technology, staff has timely access to vital data is one of the HR department's most important responsibilities. So there is a transparency made between the company as well as the staff, and the staff knows what exactly is happening in the company. Then improved talent management. Software developed by HR tech plays a significant role in increasing productivity and employee retention, starting with the value determination supported by HR tech. And these value decisions allow you to record crucial information about a worker's skills, areas of improvement, strong points. Even performance appraisal can be also included in this. Cost reduction. In the past, HR was a branch heavily focused on processes. The branch has traditionally required some executive to complete time-consuming tasks such as screening CVs, producing offer letters, etc. So through HR technology, these can be done automatically so that the cost is reduced. I have taken help of real case studies where companies are using this HR technology to help them help the HR perform better. So in Anchor Trust, using chatbot to create the best possible candidate experience has been taken care of. So this case study of the Anchor Group, a non-profit housing association in the UK, is the best example that proves that technology and human resource management go hand in hand. In this case study, Anchor Company realized that if the company wants to have a competitive advantage and do better, then the organization must have the best recruitment process, that the right person is at the right process. So what they did is they started using chatbots. So by the help of chatbots, CV collection was very easy, and screening the CVs and scheduling them for interviews and selecting the right person at the right place become much more easier. Then Arvato, here they have used technology to align candidates and culture. The second case study of Arvato throws light on the fact that technology in today's time can help human resource managers improve employees' onboarding experience, which helps a lot. If the onboarding experience is better for any employee, they become much more loyal, and they become much more satisfied because they know what exactly is expected from them, and the time consuming process what an onboarding process takes, that also creates a lot of problem for the people as well. So in this case, Arvato actually with the help of technology has shown most of the companies the solution. The company came to know that the problem lies in the fact that employees were disconnected as there was no match between the employees' expectations of the job and the actual reality. Since through a proper onboarding experience, employees knew what is expected. So when they joined the company, they were not at a loss. They knew what exactly is expected from them. The company, with the help of technology, helped employees to pre-assess their job through an online environment, and this led to a virtual view of their dream job. So they knew about the job from beforehand. Now, the third company is Atos. This case study is related to the company's Atos e-transformation and initiative. The problem faced by the company was to streamline data management, administration, and process for employees, managers, and operational HR. So the problem in streamlining the entire process was that there was a gap between the employee's core function and employee's data management. To overcome this gap, all the stakeholders were supposed to be on the same platform. The only solution for this problem was the cloud-based solution. This solution helped in bringing all the members on the same platform. And by using the HRIS, the managers can now generate offer letters for recruits without waiting for HR to give them. So that becomes a totally automated process, which helped them a lot. Now come Deolite. This case study is related to company Deolite. The company wanted to increase the use of one of its programs, Deolite Learning Academy. The task was a difficult one. Uh, but with the help of gamification, it was quite easy. So Deolite, by embedding missions, badges, and leaderboards into a user-friendly platform with video lectures, in-depth courses, tests, and quizzes, Deolite was able to engage its users. So that was the main problem with them, because employees were not engaged. So through gamification and through this Deolite Learning Academy, they were able to engage the employees through games and tests and quizzes. So with the help of gamification, Deolite was able to increase 37% of users clicking to the site. Now, based on this case study, I have prepared this model where HR technology is the input and the problems of global startups have been taken, like strategic hiring, automatic routine activities, employee participation, worker development, job change by millennium, influence of AI on employee engagement, changes in priorities. All this has been taken. Then it has been linked to AI for global startups, and the output was effective recruitment process, then internal employee monitoring, then easy access to important data, improved talent management, cost reduction, proper and secure documentation, increased employee engagement, increased retention, better work culture, and better collaboration was done. So the summary of the model is based on the real case studies that a model is proposed. This model talks about the problems faced by global startups and the solutions provided by HR technology with the help of AI to overcome the problem. The problem faced by global startups are strategic hiring, automatic routing activities, employee participation, worker development, job challenges by the millennium, influence of AI on employee engagement, changes in priorities, problematic work culture, and improper onboarding. The help of HR technology with the help of AI helps global startups to do much better and become successful in the form of effective recruitment processes, improved employee monitoring, easy access to important data, improved talent management, cost reduction, proper and secure documentation, increase employee engagement, increase retention, better work culture, and better onboarding. So in conclusion, HR technology is now a need rather than a choice or an opportunity. It rapidly changes every critical HR function, including hiring, onboarding, employee retention. So its significance will only increase over time. Long-term competitive advantage will go to business that can adapt and create an integrated tech-driven HR department. And these are the references. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation. Sir, are there any questions?
Hello, Reena madam.
Yes, sir.
Really excellent presentation.
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat again, sir?
Really excellent presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Technical point of view, I don't have any question.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Good day.
All the presentations are done. Now we will proceed to the closing remarks. So first of all, I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contributions in this session. All our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on the behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during the 9th version and all the previous 8 versions of this conference. We will be happy to see you in the next one in the 10th version in 2025. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already been forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with our team. Lastly, I also want to thank our session chair, Dr. Yashwant Dongre, for chairing this session. Thank you so much, sir. A token of appreciation to the chair on behalf of Team ICT4SD 2024 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence.